Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah, soul, art and soul, art, soul, art and soul.
Wondering where I am? Well, I'm here at Untamed Empire, and we're going to be showing you all the exquisite and beautiful pieces by some amazing artists. You don't want to miss it. This is Art and Soul. I'm Melissa Aouad. Let's go.
Art and soul.
Sefa.
Hi.
Wow. Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well for letting me be here.
Oh, no. Well, I'm in your space.
Yeah, and I'm on your show. So thank you.
Oh, no problem. So let's get into it, because as I look around, as I entered the shop, Untamed Empire, I see beauty. I see beauty, I see creativity, I see stories through art. But I want to ask you first,
Yes.
Why is it called Untamed Empire?
Well, it's very simple. Untamed Empire means creative license. In order to be a true creative and a good creative, one has to dig deep within themselves and come out with something and express something through whatever medium you can, whether it's through fashion, through graphic design, through carving, through whatever it is. You need to be true to yourself. And that's why it's Untamed Empire, because you are the king of your empire, or the emperor of your empire, or the empress of your empire, but no one has tamed you and influenced you. You are telling your truth. That's why it's Untamed Empire.
Wow. Are you an artist?
No, I'm an economist.
Really?
So the reason I work with artists is because I've identified that in order for them to be creative, they need to sit in their studios and feel no pressure to sell their product, and that's when they can be truly creative. But someone has to help them to get their product to market, to people who would love those products, and that's where I come in.
Wow.
Yes.
So how important is it for us to believe in our own creativity? Because you said you're not an artist, but you have...
I wanted to be an artist.
You wanted to be an...
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
My mom. She said no to art school. She said there's no money in art, so, typical Ghanaian mother. And so I ended up going into economics.
But it worked out?
It worked out because I'm still working with creatives, and I think because of that I can understand what their needs are a little bit.
Right.
And so we're happy to support that. So at Untamed Empire, we do 4 things. We identify them, first of all, people who are young and creative and talented. Then we select those we want to work with. Then we help train them, get them to a level we think on a global stage they can compete. And then we market them, bring their products to market, bring their artworks to people who would love their artwork, and all of that.
So let's talk about the identification. Did they find you or you find them? How does it work?
It's a mix. It's a mix. We keep our eye open. Thank goodness for social media.
Yes, I was about to say,
because
yes.
people put their work out, and when they're generous enough to share what they're doing, people like us can discover them. But some people do approach us and say, hey, this is us, this is who we are, what we've got, and we would like you to work with us so that we can be free to be creative.
Of course, that's important, the freedom. Do you think our culture allows creatives to thrive, or do you think we're still yet to learn how to push ourselves and motivate ourselves?
So it's a thing that we think about a lot at Untamed Empire, because the reality is that creative people here don't have access to the same resources as people all over the world. So Virgil Abloh is doing great work.
Absolutely.
Edward Ninful is the editor of Vogue magazine, but all those are because they had access to some resources that people here don't have. And so I don't think it's easy. I think the talents here need to be nurtured and supported, and that's why we're here.
Are we at fault?
But they deserve it. They deserve to have a stage. Sorry.
Oh, no,
platform.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, 100%, absolutely. And that brings me to my next question. Are we, the consumers, at fault for, okay, give an example. Say we take an authentic piece of art, whether it be a suit made with fabric or batik or some, tie and dye, and we want to push it on the market here. Typically, we always want to bargain down the person that's selling or the person that has produced. But if it goes to maybe the US or the UK, in the US they may sell it for $200, $500. But why are we so obsessed of no, that's too expensive? Why are we not trying to invest more? I mean, is that something that you see on your day-to-day?
Well, as an economist, I can tell you that it's a demand and supply thing.
Okay.
So if you're making a product that is available in the next shop and you can buy a fabric in 10 places in Makola, or there's a carving and you're copying what someone else has done, then yes, somebody would be willing to buy it, but they know that they can also get it somewhere else for cheaper, and so they would bargain. If you're going to make something unique that speaks to the consumer, then the consumer is likely to maybe bargain a little bit less, or maybe be willing to pay even a premium for that product. And a lot of the products we see here are actually luxury products. So what is true luxury? When something is handcrafted, when something has their soul into it, when something has been made with care and is going to last a long time. All that is part of what makes something luxury. And so a lot of the products we have here, when you compare them to what is considered luxury outside of Ghana, you realize that these are actually luxury products, and it's just that they don't have the platforms to showcase those products in a luxury way.
Right.
So again, it's a problem of shops like us also not choosing to stock African products. And so we're now trying to make a difference and trying to do that. And so there are a few other shops that are also doing the same. But at Untamed Empire, we take the time to work with the creative throughout the value chain. So we try and even help them to get access to materials if they need them, get them trained so they can think of their work as a business as opposed to just something they're doing for fun, and help giving them this platform so they can reach the consumer. So if there are more shops like us, I think the prices would probably end up going up if people know that they can go to shops and they can buy things that they may like.
Okay. How do you transition the mindset of an artist from local to global? Maybe some artists may not. Some artists may actually be happy. Be like, no, I'm fine. Ghana's it, Africa's it, and that's fine. But how do you help with that process, or do they come to you and ask, look, I'm happy, but I want to expand?
Yeah, so it depends on where they are in their business life cycle. But some brands and some designers do come to us, and unfortunately we have to reject their stock because unfortunately the quality level may not be the standard we want to give to our market. So nowadays people are discerning. You know, people know good quality. You can't just throw something in front of them and say pay this amount of money for it. They know what they want. And so one of our roles is to make sure we work with the designers to give them good quality. If you've sewn something and lines are all crooked or you haven't neatened it, it will be rejected. And so that's a process that we go through with some of the brands so that they learn that they need to also elevate themselves if they expect more from their brand. I just remembered another challenge we have a lot is a lot of people make things, but they don't have a brand. They don't realize that they are a brand and what they are making can be a brand. And so we also try and help them to make sure they think of a name for their company, maybe have a logo so that you can sell yourself in a complete package, which helps people to be willing to pay a bit more for it. Because then you're telling your full story.
speaking of story, actually, you have your own story. You wanted to be an artist, but you became an economist. But now you are, still doing your initial passion, where you're working with artists. So what do you tell the young girl, the young boy, and I say young girl, young boy, let's talk about junior high school or senior high school, who they're facing that same situation. Like, I have a passion for art, I'm good at it, I know I can go far, but I'm being encouraged to take the more traditional route. What would you say to them in that situation?
I would say they need to be sure of themselves. Because if you know yourself and you know what you want and what you can do, it's easier to kind of argue with your parents or argue with any stumbling block that you may face or jump over any stumbling block you may face. So I think the most important thing is knowing yourself and knowing that you have a talent and you're willing to share that talent with the world. Yeah, if you know yourself, it's a lot easier. At the time, I didn't know myself. I thought I knew myself, but when my mom said, oh, there's no money in that, just go into economics, I thought, okay, I'll do it. I didn't really have much of an argument, to be honest. But if I had known myself, possibly I wouldn't have. But on the other hand, at any level or any point you find yourself, there's good that can come out of it. Look at what I'm doing. If I had become an artist myself, there's no way I would have understood how to support multiple artists to reach the market. But it's because I did listen to my mom, and that's how come now we can support in this way. So I think know yourself first, but then also take advantage of any situation you're in. Learn from it and figure out how to best make it work for you.
Fantastic. So Sefa is saying know yourself first. Fantastic. Now, what role does Untamed Empire play in the fashion industry? You exhibit pieces, different pieces, clothes. I'm seeing phenomenal tracksuit there that I'm in love with. I'm seeing all kinds of pieces and fabrics. But what is Untamed Empire's stance in the fashion industry? Are you the breakout star, look who we've got, or are you the quiet ones where people see the artist pieces and they want to know who they have to come to you personally? What's your role?
Historically, we've done things like we have had a fashion show we did the first fashion show for Christy Brown. We worked on her first branding and her first logo. At the time, I was working with a group of friends, and we launched a magazine called Canoe Magazine. So Aisha came to us, and we worked with her in that way. Over time, we become a place where any emerging designer can find some value in us, whether it's that you're thinking of launching a collection and you need some support with how to have a collection for production. That's what I'm talking about, production-wise. Or if you think you've already got a collection and you're established, like Papa Opong, who has done a few events with us where he's launched his new collection.
I really like the pants. I really want those pants.
He's an amazing talent, and he's someone who is multi-talented. So he works with his graphics, and then he also paints on fabric, and then he creates these beautiful pieces, and then together with in collaboration with all kinds of talent he has in his friend group. So he works with musicians and poets and even welders and people who work with wood, and then he creates these beautiful fashion shows or fashion events that we are so happy to say we can host at our venues. And so things like that. We are multiple things to multiple people. And then to the consumer, we are a space where we work with 33 brands, fashion brands. And we are a space where you know that, okay, you don't have to go from studio to studio to studio. You can come to us and you can hopefully find whatever you're looking for in our space. So, we have a lot of different faces.
A true empire.
But it's not about us. I have to say, it's not an empire about us being an empire, but it's an empire where everybody is the emperor or the empress of their own empire, and together we make an untamed empire.
Fantastic. Sefa, I want to say thank you so much for allowing me into your world, into your space, into your shop. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. After the break, we're going to be exploring Untamed Empire and looking at all the exquisite art and luxury pieces that you can find if you come and visit this very store. Don't go anywhere. This is Arts and Soul.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul. yeah. Soul, art and soul. Art, soul, art and soul.
Live music, interviews, poetry, and more with your favorite personalities. Be our guest on Saturdays from 2 to 4 p.m. for the most exciting moments on TV.
Emom senyi mayawa men semizin sekeza maya mawa men semizin sehuza maya mawa men semizin senda makutwenyi za mere nkawi o.
Join Kojo Akoto Boateng for real entertainment right in your living room. Saturday Live on City TV and City 97.3 FM.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah. Soul, art and soul, art, soul, art and soul.
Welcome back. Now I'm excited because this is the part where we get to check out what really makes up Untamed Empire. So Sefa, I'm going to let you take it away and just lead us into exploration.
Sure. So I'll start with what I'm wearing. These are by a brand called Kessie.
Kessie.
They're made with cow horn.
Wow.
And as you can see, in brass. So they put
May I?
they put Idinkwa symbols onto
Beautiful.
the brass, and they have a wide range of products. We're in the airport shop, and so we have key rings and little gifts for people. She also does earrings. I'll also show you chalet socks, because chalet socks are really cool.
I love the name, Chalet Socks.
Yes, this brand makes Ghanaian-inspired socks for the business or the funky man or woman. So they have the Jinyame, Sankofa, and these are inspired by Kente. This is one of our painters, Sel Kofiga. He has painted this to talk about topical issues around sexuality and being able to be your true self.
Okay.
We have this product which is really popular here in the airport shop because it's something that you can wear in all weather. It's by a brand called Threaded Tribes. She makes big comfy jackets from mud cloth from the northern region. We have these necklaces, this one and that one.
So before you continue,
Sure.
I'm super intrigued by your bags.
Okay.
Especially, I've noticed it's a thing now to mix the leather with the print.
Yes.
Yeah. So who do we have here?
So we have a few brands. These are all bags, but there are a few different brands. There is Mingsi, there's Fidia, there's a mix of different brands. But really, we find that people are trying to be trendy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to be true to ourselves, yes, but you also have to keep up with the fashion, don't you?
course.
So a lot of the bags are traditional, but also trendy. So we're meeting the historical with the contemporary.
But you're ensuring good quality. How can we tell as the consumer when we come, we want to pick up and purchase a bag? What are we looking for with the quality?
Well, this would be easy to open. I think you need to look for. So this is a quilted finish by Mingsi.
Quilted finish, okay.
Finished very neatly. This is a leather strap as opposed to just a regular fabric strap. And the lining on the inside is neatly finished, but also it's good quality and it's strong. Material. It has 2 pockets, so you can multi-purpose it.
Ghanaians, we like multi-purpose. So what typically would go in this bag? But you know, this looks like I would put cosmetics in here.
Yeah, you
That's
can put cosmetics in it. You can also just rock it.
Nice.
Around town.
Oh, lovely.
These are very trendy.
Yeah, this is the is it back in the day they were called fanny packs.
Yes.
Fanny packs until that word became a bit strange. But but what are we calling them now?
So they're bum bags.
Bum bags.
Bum bags.
What? Why do they rest on the bum?
Kind of rest on the hip, on the bum.
Oh, bum bag. So move from fanny pack to a bum bag.
Yes.
Wow.
And so they come in different colors, as you can see.
I love them.
And you will notice that they're very, very neatly finished. So this has a pouch that you can fill, and there's lots of extra room inside.
Your mobile
so then that
phone,
comes out.
your IDs.
Yes, yeah.
But okay, I'm looking at the strap length. Let me take a
It's
look.
adjustable.
We need
It's
that
fully adjustable.
because a lot of Ghanaian women are very blessed. But okay, so we have the bum bag. Now I see shoes.
Yes, so these are also really special. They're by
Wow.
Heal the World.
Heal the world.
I don't know if you've ever heard of them. So these
Today,
are
first time.
leather, but inspired obviously by Ghanaian ahimas.
Wow, beautiful. By Heal the world.
By Heal the World.
Okay, fantastic.
So let me show you this wall.
Yes.
On this wall, we've got a wide variety of things. I'll start here. This is a T-shirt by a photographer. So he goes around Ghana taking pictures of everyday life, and then he's created a brand out of it. The brand is called Jeep Urban, and his name is Rodney Patrick. Here we have a brand called Gold Coast Miniature, where he's an architect. So what he did is he took his time and he drew 3D versions of local monuments, and then he had them made into these little cute
Souvenirs.
cute souvenirs, so that you can have a piece of Ghana in your home.
And see, I love these. I don't wear sneakers really, but I love to see them. I love these.
These are by a brand called Landlord. So he takes trendy shoes, and it's a very simple concept, but it's a way for you to stay global, stay urban, stay current, but still have a bit of yourself.
And I love
in your
this. I love this, guys. This actually says, so this is his brand, right? Like you said, Landlord. And it says, I walk my talk.
Yes,
Yes. I love this.
he does.
Put it all the way back. And yes, are these smell goods?
These are candles, handmade candles, taking
Gosh.
gorgeous scents. She has a range.
I used to drink a tea that smelled like this. I can't remember what it was.
So this is Flicker Wick. Let's
love
see, what else can I show?
That's the brand, Flickerwick.
Flicker Wick. Flicker Wick. These are moringa teas by one of our brands called Minga Foods. And actually, they have this product, which is true moringa, where they've taken the highest grade of moringa oil and they put it into a cute bottle. And they sell this actually in Whole Foods in the US, but we're the only brand that sells it locally in Ghana. But the idea is to really take what is best of what we have,
Of course.
package it beautifully, and then sell it.
You see, made in Ghana. I mean, literally, you saved yourself a plane
Let me open
ticket,
it up.
first of all. Yeah, let me see. And lemongrass is fantastic,
Lemongrass.
especially if you have the common cold or you just want to sleep better. I can vouch for it. Fantastic. So this is pure. So wait, how is this used again?
Use on your skin, your hair.
Really, I have to.
Pamper yourself with it.
I have to really look into this moringa oil. So this is all made in Ghana.
Everything here is made in Ghana.
Fantastic.
We have these by Nokwari,
Okay.
raw shea butter. She has a few with different scents, and they also have a black soap, which they put into which I really love. People really
Loved
love.
it, and I love the packaging. It just it screams traditional, local yet trendy. Everything Ghanaian.
Everything Ghanaian.
Everything.
And they've really taken their time to have the bamboo embossed, with their logo. So we really like that.
It's true. Shea butter doesn't have too much of a. But this is black soap. Though.
This is black soap,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Black soap.
This is another brand that does natural beauty products, Kaimi. They have citrus and cilantro, sandalwood, all kinds of interesting scents mixed with local products to give something new.
Goji is like the goji berry.
Goji berry.
The goji berry and sandalwood.
Yes. Okay, let's move on.
Yes. Yes.
This is our accessories wall.
Yes.
So we have
Hairpins.
these handmade hairpins. So we have Adinkra symbols made into hairpins.
I love these.
Kente put onto slippers
I love the and
by a brand called Love Ankara.
Love Ankara.
Love Ankara.
Ankara. And I've been eyeing this.
Yes.
What? I've been eyeing this the whole time. And this is by, you've already mentioned his name.
This is called The Boy Loves Ribbons by a designer called Papa Opong. So what he does is he hand paints every single piece. Yeah.
Love it.
These are recycled.
From what?
Recycled from water bottles and plastic that's found just strewn on the streets. You know, it's a big problem in Accra.
Yes, yes.
So what they've done is they've taken those and turned them into rings.
Oh my gosh, it's too cute.
We have these not so lazy Susans where she's created a really cute doll, but this sits in your house. You either get a basket or a calabash, and you can put your jewelry, put your keys when you enter your house. Anything you want.
Hey, look at the natural hair. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Have to keep it authentic, right?
You have to. Yeah. This is what I look like when I take out my bun. Sometimes no. And you have ones here with the traditional wraps.
Yeah, so these ones you hang in your kitchen.
Okay.
And you put rubber bags in their skirt. And so you can just pull them out for easy access.
Fantastic.
Pull them out of the bottom. This is a handmade, also a t-shirt. I showed you a t-shirt earlier. This is another one by a local brand. And then from the north, we had those.
Fantastic.
Ofosu takes African print waste material and then he creates these paintings.
So he takes the waste material?
Yes. He goes around, collects from tailors, and then he turns it into artwork.
Beautiful. So much can be done with it. There is no need to waste.
No.
And these are these more souvenirs, key rings?
These are more key rings by the same brand.
The same brand.
I think you're aren't you?
So in case you guys didn't know, Melissa is Nana Ya. But yes.
These cowrie rings are really popular.
They're gorgeous.
By For the Ancestors.
Wow.
That's the name of the brand.
By For
the Ancestors.
Oh, For the Ancestors.
For the Ancestors, yes.
The comb. The Adinka symbols.
And look at the time they've taken with the detail on the side.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is beautiful. This is really... And then we have some more bracelet bangles.
More bangles by the same brand.
The same brand. Wow. And then we have some name beads here, which is really... I mean, that's become a trend for a long time, but more so...
Yeah, and being that we're in the airport shop, we had to have... actually these are nice, but we have to have products that travelers would want, gifts that people can take outside of Ghana to really sell Ghana to the rest of the world. So these are mainly for men.
Yes.
Leather wrapped.
The detail.
Bead.
Really nice.
Bracelet. And we have a service where you can order online for a traveler, and then the traveler can pick up and then just go. Maybe you can't get in touch with a person, or you can't buy products and give it to them before they leave, and so you can order from us. They can pick up after they check in or before they check in, and then they go.
Fantastic. So Sefa, tell us, how can we get in contact with you? Untamed Empire.
Yes. We have 2 locations. We're in Kotoka International Airport, the new terminal.
This is where we are.
3. This is where we are in departures. We are also on the Spintex Road. It's actually called Airport City Phase 2 because it's not far down Spintex. It's just on the beginning, just after Accra Mall, but before Action Church.
Fantastic.
And then you can find us online, social media at untamedempire.com.
Fantastic.
Or hashtag Untamed Empire or at Untamed Empire.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you've heard some of the names of some of the artists who contribute here at Untamed Empire. In the next episode, we're going to be talking to these artists. We're going to be looking at the process and see what gives them their inspiration. This is Melissa Aouad. This is Arts and Soul. See you next time.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah, soul.